Hello. Before we get into lesson 1.12, let's review the verbs and the gestures that you've learned up to this point. Okay? So I will say the word. I want you to, with your hands, do the gestures. Okay? All right, here we go. Live. What's live? With your hands. Live. There's an easy one. Right, live. There you go. Good. And how about take? Take. Take. Right, take. And say. Say. Right, say. Put. What's put? Put. Good. Make or do. Make or do. Right, make or do. Good. Watch or look. Watch or look. What is it? Right, watch or look also. Listen. 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 Right, listen. Good. Like. 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 And wash. Wash. Good, that's wash. That's right. And eat. 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 And, how about say again? Say. Say. Prepare. Right, prepare. Let's do a little faster now. Say. Say. Wash. Wash. Prepare. Prepare. Eat. Eat. Good. Listen. Listen. Like. Like. Wash. Again. Wash. That's right. Do. Make. Right. Do or make. Watch or look. That's right. Take. Take. Live. Live. Put. Put. Okay, good. Let's turn it around now. Now, I will... Yes, is that what we did just now? I will do the gestures. There we go. I will do the gestures, and you will say the words. Okay? Here we go. What is it? Say it. Say it. Right. Prepare. Watch or look. Make or do. That's right. What's this? Live. Very good. Eat. What's that? Like. Prepare. Say. Wash. A little faster now. What's this? Take. Put. Like. Watch or look. And, what's that? Eat. Prepare. Say. Wash. Live. Listen. Do or make. Good. Okay. Now let's go into lesson 1.12. I'm going to present to you some nouns, some words which are often used in connection with those 11 verbs, especially the last 6 that you learned. Here we go. Well, the first 2 sections here are really what we just did. They were a review of the gestures and the different verbs and pronouns you've learned. And so we will skip past those and we'll go right to the conjugation of these verbs, these 6 verbs. Prepare, eat, like, watch or look, put, and take. Okay? Now really, you know there are just 2 possibilities for the forms that these verbs will take with I, you, he, she, and you. Well, you is the same thing. There are only 2 possibilities. For example, with prepare, you will either say prepare or you will say prepares. And you will say prepares if you're saying he or she. Otherwise, just prepare. Okay? So let's take the next verb. The verb eat. Eat. Good. I eat. I'll use my hands and you just say whatever I do with my hands. You eat. I eat. He eats. She eats. Good. Next verb down. This is the verb like. Right. He likes. I like. You like. She likes. That's right. Now here is watch. It could be watch or look. We'll use watch. Now I'm going to stop doing this. I won't remind you when to say s. Okay? Let's see if you can figure that out on your own. So here we go. Say it. Yeah, I watch. Good, okay? What are my hands doing here? Right, she watches. She watches. You watch. Very good. He watches. He watches. Good, okay? Now, I'm going to make it even more complicated. We're going to throw some questions and some negative statements in here as we conjugate, as we form these verbs. Here is put. Put, okay? So I want you to say whatever I do with my hands. You ready? Here we go. We're using put. I put. You don't put. Right. He puts. Right. She doesn't put. Remember, don't, I don't, you don't, he doesn't, she doesn't put. Okay? Now let's take the next verb, which is take. We'll continue with the same activity though. Take. All right? What was that? It's a question. Right. Do you take? Do you take? Okay. How about right. He takes. I don't take. Good. This is the second type of question. How can I get that across? Well, let's see if you can figure it out. This is a question. Right. She, let's see if you said it. She, I said, let me do it again. Right. She takes, doesn't she? She takes, doesn't she? That's the second type of question that exists. Okay, good enough, good enough. We'll get some actual pictures. It'll be easier to follow the pictures in just a moment here. So here we see in section 5 the verb to prepare. And here you see 3 different meals of the day. Okay? 3 of the 17 meals that I eat every day. Here we have, first of all, breakfast. Repeat, breakfast. That's the first meal of the day, breakfast. Here's my 14th meal. And this is a lunch. Repeat, lunch. Right, lunch. And last of all, dinner. Dinner. So as the sun comes up in the morning, I eat breakfast. And then when it's hot outside in the middle of the day, I eat lunch. And when the sun's going down at night, I eat dinner. Okay? So breakfast, lunch, dinner. We have them again right here. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let's see now if you can form these statements. Here's a statement. Can you say this sentence? Go ahead, say it. Say it. This is, remember, this is prepare, and this is breakfast. I almost said it for you. I prepare breakfast. Right, I prepare breakfast. Next, here we have, this is lunch right here. Lunch. Okay, you don't prepare lunch. Right, remember it's I don't, you don't, he doesn't, she doesn't. So it's, in this case, you don't prepare lunch. All right, try the next one here. This is dinner, dinner. Do you prepare dinner? Do you prepare dinner? All right, remember we say do I prepare dinner? Do you prepare dinner? Does he prepare dinner? Does she prepare dinner, we say? Okay, next section. Here we have the verb eat. Eat. Okay, and we have 5 different things that one can eat. Right here we have cereal. Cereal. Repeat. Cereal. Sandwich. Sandwich. This is a hard one. It's long. Vegetables. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it is. That's the way we say it. Vegetables. Fish. That's easy. Fish. You understand fish? Fish. Candy. Candy. Okay? So let's try to say those sentences here. This is a negative sentence, as you see. We're using you, so we'll say you don't, right? Don't. And here we have cereal. Okay, say the sentence. Right. You don't eat cereal. You don't eat cereal. All right, next one. This is sandwich. Say it. Right. I eat the sandwich. I eat the sandwich. Okay? Or it could be I eat a sandwich if we have this picture there. Next, here we have vegetables. Vegetables. This is the second type of question. So you're going to say, don't I? Or don't you? Or doesn't he? Or doesn't she? And as you see, we're talking about this boy, so doesn't he? All right? Again, vegetables. Say it. Right. He eats, right? He eats. She eats, he eats. He eats vegetables, doesn't he? He eats vegetables, doesn't he? Next, this is easier, fish. Go ahead, say it. Don't forget, she eats fish. She eats fish or she eats the fish. It depends on the meaning of what you're trying to convey. Here we go. This is candy. Say it. Right. You eat candy. Very easy. Okay, next one. This is the verb like. And here are things, again, things that we can like. Some to eat, some to enjoy. For example, here we have pizza. Probably in your language it's the same word. Pizza. Pizza. Hamburger. Hamburger. Ice cream. Ice cream. Sports. Sports. In this case we have baseball, and what else is there? We have basketball and hockey and golf. Okay, those are sports. Sports. And right here, animals. 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 I'm pretty talented, am I not? Again, repeat. Animals. Okay, I'm good with my animals. All right, here we have pizza. Can you say this sentence? This is the verb like. Pizza. Good. I like pizza, and I do too. Very, very good job. Here's a question now about this girl, and this is right here. This is hamburger. Okay, hamburger. So, does she like hamburger? Does she like hamburger? Very good. Or does she like the hamburger? It depends on exactly what you're trying to say. Here we have ice cream. Say it. If you can say that with a straight face, more power to you. I don't like ice cream. Yeesh. How could you say that? I love ice cream. I love ice cream. But the sentence says, I don't like ice cream, so we have to say it. Okay, here we have sports. Sports. Some of you said he likes sports. It's not he likes sports. I like, you like, he likes. He likes sports. Next, we have animals. Right, you don't like animals. You don't like animals? It's un-American, but I guess you're not American necessarily, so it's okay. All right, let's move on. This is watch or look. In this case, it's going to be watch in each of these examples. Here we have two things to watch. This is, you can say television, but that's kind of long. Television, or easier, TV. We're going to say TV. TV. Good, TV. Okay? And here we have, this is the movie theater, but we're talking about the individual movies. The movies. Okay? So we're going to say movie. Movie. All right? Try this sentence right here. This is TV. TV. I watch TV. That's pretty easy and pretty common. This is movies. Movies, plural. 2, 3, 4, movies. You don't watch movies. You don't watch movies. Really. Next, we have here take. Take. We're not going to go through all these together. I just want you to pronounce the words. We won't go through the sentences. Just pronounce the words with me. Pen. Pen. Pencil. Pencil. Paper. Paper. Car. Car. Bus. Bus. Train. Train. All right? Let's go to the next group. Really quickly, we'll just say the words together, and then you can work on the pronunciation afterward. This is put. Put. Okay? And this is where you put something. Table. Table. All right? Money. Money. Marker. Marker. Chair. Chair. Notebook. Notebook. All right. By the way, here is a preposition, a word that you probably don't know. This one you've seen. This is in, but this one right here is on. I wish I could tell you a story about on, but there's no time. I'll just tell you the punchline. I was student teaching in the south of the United States in Alabama, and I was teaching my students the words in Spanish, and I gave them the translation, and I said on. On is sobre. And they looked at me, and they didn't write anything down, and finally they said, what'd you say, Mr. Nesbitt? I said, on, O-N. And they said, oh, you mean own. So, in any case, we'll use my pronunciation, but no, everyone won't necessarily understand you. All right, here we go. These are keys. This is my hand. Hand. Two hands. 1, 2. Hands, okay? I lost my keys. Let me get them back. All right. So, hand. The keys are over my hand. They're under my hand. Now they are on. They're on my hand. On. On. Okay? On. So this is you put the money on the table, for example. Okay? So that's the word on when you come to it in your studies. Well, the next activity is a pronunciation video. You can do that independently. Let's form some more questions together. This video is getting a little long, so we're not going to form all of the sentences, questions, negative statements, etc. We're just going to do every second one. So form this one here. This is breakfast. Breakfast. How would you say this? We're going to go fast here. Right. I prepare breakfast. Next. This is lunch. Say it. Right. You don't prepare lunch. This is cereal. You don't eat cereal. Good. Next, this is the second type of question. These are vegetables. He doesn't eat vegetables. Does he? He doesn't eat vegetables, does he? What if I were talking about myself? I don't eat vegetables. Do I? You don't eat vegetables. Do you? He doesn't eat vegetables. Does he? Oh, excuse me. I'm saying this backwards. These are not negative. Let me redo that. I eat vegetables, don't I? You eat vegetables, don't you? He eats vegetables, doesn't he? She eats vegetables, doesn't she? Right, okay. All right, number 8. Number 8. I'm making you work too hard. Candy. This is candy. How do you say this? Right. You eat candy. Very good. I don't know if it's very good, but it's good for you, but it's a good statement. Here we have hamburger. Make the question. I heard some people say do she. Do. It's not do. With she, we have zzz. So does. Does she eat or does she like? Does she like hamburger? Number 12. This is ice cream. Right. I don't like ice cream. I can't even say that correctly. Not with a straight face anyway. Next, this is animals. You don't like animals. You don't like animals. You animal. Number 16. Here we have movies. Movies. You don't watch movies. You don't watch movies. Number 18. This is paper. Paper. It's a question. Right. Do you take paper? Do you take the paper, probably? Do you take the paper? Number 20. This is car. Car. Question. Remember, it's does, because we're talking about this guy, about him. So does he take the car? Does he take the car? Number 22, train. Second type of question. All right. You take the train. Right, don't you? Let's try that activity we did earlier. We'll talk about myself. I take the train. Make this a question. Is it don't I? Doesn't I? What is it? I take the train. Right, don't I? You take the train. Don't you? He takes the train. Doesn't he? She takes the train. Doesn't she? That's right. Okay, good. We'll skip down to the next section. We're going to form some questions here of 2 different types. Really, it's what we've just been working on. Here you have breakfast. Say the question. Go ahead, say it. Do you prepare breakfast? Good. Number 2. This is the second type of question. All right? I'm sorry, that's lunch. Lunch. Oh, no, it isn't lunch. It's the third meal. It's dinner. Excuse me. It's dinner. All right. You prepare dinner, don't you? Next one down here. This is pizza. Second type of question. You eat pizza, don't you? Right here. This is hamburger. What's the question? Right. Do you eat hamburger? Number 5, vegetables. Do you eat vegetables? Let's skip down a little farther to a different verb. Here's a watch. Watch. Second type of question. I'm sorry, this is TV. TV. You watch TV, doesn't you? Is that correct? Doesn't you? No, it's don't you. You watch TV, don't you? Doesn't he? Doesn't she? But don't you? You watch TV, don't you? Very good. You caught me. And then I did it on purpose. Number 16, last of all. This is pencil. Or the pencil. We'll say the pencil. He takes the pencil, don't he? Is that right? Don't he? No, it's doesn't he. He takes the pencil, doesn't he? Enough of my tomfoolery. Let's move on to the last section. In the last section, well, it's important because it's a test. But it's also important, more important than the fact that it's a test, it's important that you learn to string together many statements. When you form a single sentence in these exercises, or when you answer my questions, that's good, but it's not enough. Like I'm doing now, you need to be able to speak at length with many different statements to form a complete idea. And so that's what we're practicing in this exercise here. I'll give you an example. You have, as you can see, or you will have, 90 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds, 90 seconds to talk about yourself. You don't have to go in order. You can skip around in the pictures. It doesn't matter the order. You don't have to talk about every single picture. That's not necessary. Just talk for 90 seconds. That's all that matters. All right, I'll talk about myself. This isn't here. You'll learn this soon, but I'm going to throw it in anyway. Let me hit the stopwatch here. Start. My name is Steve Nesbitt. I live in the United States. I don't live in New York. I live in Michigan. I live in a house. I don't live in an apartment. I live in the country. I don't live in the city. In the house, I make the bed. I don't do homework because I'm not a student. I make lessons. I make the ULAT, but I don't do homework. I wash dishes sometimes, and my wife washes dishes. I wash my laundry. I listen to music. I listen to the radio. I listen to baseball on the radio. I listen to classical music. I listen to a little rock music from my youth. I prepare breakfast and I eat breakfast. I prepare and I eat lunch, but I don't prepare dinner. I eat dinner, but I don't prepare dinner. My wife prepares dinner. I like sports. When I was young, I play baseball, basketball, hockey, football, soccer, tennis, almost golf, whatever I could find. I like sports. I like animals. I have a dog and a cat and many chickens. 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 I watch a little TV. Time's up. I ran out of time. Does that mean I failed? No. It's not important how many pictures you talk about. What's important is that you talk for 90 seconds, uninterrupted. Okay, that's the purpose of this activity. You can watch what I just did again later on. There's an example of a similar video of me giving a talk. But now it's time for you to work independently. Next lesson, lesson 1.13 is very important because we're going to learn some polite conversational expressions like, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. My name is, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. And most importantly of all, right now, goodbye.